I'd like to thank everybody for coming. FPC is glad to host this memorial paddle. Try to do this anytime somebody in our community passes away to honor them. Honor you, Patricia. So what we're going to do is we're just going to give everybody an opportunity to say something, what they'd like, tell a story, an anecdote, whatever.
Okay, I'm going to tell 2 stories because that's the way Alberto would do this. When we first met, we were in Asheville. He came up to visit, and we were at Honey Tupelo and waiting on us, trying to get a table, and we were sitting out front, and my legs were sitting on his lap, and these 2 guys came up and said, "How long y'all been married?" And I said, "Forever." The other story is that weekend that we spent together, first weekend. He called me about 15 minutes after he had left. I said, "What's going on?" He goes, "I don't know how to get out of your parking lot."
I saw Alberto mostly like at the pool on Fridays in the YMCA, and Patricia's too. And like I swear to God, he would not give up until he got that roll down. You know, like if I had to pick a word to describe him, it'd be like perseverance. You know, in terms of like kayaking world, and you know, he never gave up, and you know that even to the last moment.
I met Alberto at the Whitewater Center. I think I gave him his first lesson, and I was struck with his enthusiasm and, like you say, perseverance. He was certainly a student of the game, and he was constantly trying to perfect his strokes. He was searching after the knowledge.
I met Alberto at the Greenville line. He was living in Flat Rock at the time, and Foothills would host it. He was going to both Asheville and Greenville live rowing practice. And I met him, and it was like I said, he was so enthusiastic and gung-ho. And it was hard to beat his enthusiasm. And then we, somewhere along the way, we started coming here and doing roll practice, although we weren't rolling, in the cove, and then we'd run the river. And when we started getting into, like a lot of us bonded, we were, like Marty and Paula, in the Foothills paddling clinics, rapid progression. And when we got to the second one, we were at Bryson City. We were doing Tuckasegee on Saturday and Nantahala on Sunday. And Alberto and I, and his first or second wife, I don't remember, we shared a room together. And all I remember is, how did that snore come out such a little guy?
I'll take a shot. So I met Alberto and you on this river, and it was my first trip with the Foothills, and I didn't know anybody, and I was real timid, and I always need help with my open boat, and I'm always afraid to ask. But anyway, we did the river, and at the take, I was thinking, oh, I gotta ask somebody to help me with the boat, and I was getting real nervous, and we pulled up, didn't flinch, comes right up to me, let me help you with that. And we were both struggling up the hill, but I was so touched by his kindness. You know, we didn't know each other from Adam, and he made me feel real welcome in the club, and that really, really hit me deep.
Alberto, we met him, and I have to piggyback on that, his enthusiasm for the sport. And his continuing up to his last days wanting to paddle again and wanting to continue to hone his skills and never give up. And it's just something about that. He didn't never want anybody to understand or feel sorry for him for his illness. And I think that's why he was a little standoffish at the end. And but he's just a great person to get to know, always offering any type of advice or anything that he had learned through some of these guys' training and roll techniques. And, you know, you just couldn't ask for a better friend and a better, what's the word I'm looking for? Advocate for the sport.
We would like to spread Alberto's ashes. It's actually not going to be a fish out. There was another funny story. We had a hair of a dog paddle. It's the New Year's paddle we do every year, and one year there was a tree, and it was not even a rapid. It was just some minor little current.
This is
And,
not where I slipped, is it?
I sitting in the eddy, and I got my paddle out. I'm like, go this way, away from the tree, and nobody's listening. Nobody's looking at me.
We're all
And then-
novices at the time.
Things haven't really changed, have they?
Yeah, and everybody in the yard sale, including Alberto, I think, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we head out, I just wanted to give everybody a moment just to have just a quick moment of silence for Alberto, and then we'll head on out.
GoPro, stop video. Please, I beg you, stop video.